Hello everyone, my name is Zion. I have a YouTube channel called Pat Smoker's Bible, which nobody really watches, but that's beside the point. I wanted to do this video as a testimonial to the effectiveness of vaccines in hopes that some of you anti-vaxxers out there might hear my story and know that vaccines are lifesavers. And there's proof. I have a brother, may he rest in peace. His name was Eddie. And in the 1960s, when we were young children, I, myself, and him, the rest of my siblings, got vaccinated for polio. We had had the first shots, but he got polio after having that first shot. And because he was partially vaccinated, he did not suffer the horrific effects of polio. He was not bound to a wheelchair his entire life. He was not put on Social Security and become awarded the state, so to speak, because of disability. He worked his entire adult life as a grain elevator repairman. With polio, he would get 100, 200 feet up in the air on scaffolding to repair grain elevators. A hazardous maintenance job. But with polio, he was capable of doing that for 40 years because, and only because, he had been vaccinated with that first dose. So I've seen other polio victims, paraplegics. The number of deaths from polio were horrific. And the fact that he was an able-bodied working man doing hazardous maintenance work professionally for 40 years says everything about the effectiveness of a vaccine. I myself look forward to being vaccinated. I look forward to that first vaccination shot because I know from watching my brother grow up with polio. And thank you, March of Dimes, for all that you did for him. Because he had many operations to adjust the one affected leg that still had polio. But instead of being a paraplegic, he had a limp that did not disable him. And the only reason he could walk at all was because he took that first shot before he contracted polio. If he had not had that first vaccination shot, he would have been a paraplegic at the least, and a memory at the most. So I know from family experience that vaccinations work. They save lives. Even half of a vaccination does a world of good to the person with it. If you have that one shot, lucky are you, because you are halfway free from COVID. I've already registered for my vaccination shot, and I look forward to that first shot if I'm not lucky enough to get the Johnson & Johnson. But I'm looking forward to that shot because I know that I will be partially protected. I know that the next time COVID comes around, I will be stronger and not weaker. And I will survive. And because of my being vaccinated, COVID-19 will go away just like polio did. We can eradicate COVID-19 through vaccination, but no other way will work. In my brother's name, in Eddie's name, get vaccinated. His whole entire life was a testament to the fact that vaccinations work. We don't have polio because we vaccinated everybody against it and it went away. We can do the same for COVID, but not if you don't get vaccinated. Don't wait for herd immunity, because COVID is deadly, just like polio was deadly. Just like all of the other eradicated diseases were deadly. Vaccines work. They work very well. They are safe. They are effective. And they save lives. So, in Eddie's name, get vaccinated. Because it's much better to walk around for 60 years with a limp than it is to be dead. I have the utmost respect for Eddie. Because he worked hard all of his life. He was lame. He had one bad leg, as opposed to an entire decimated body from polio. And the vaccination was the only thing that saved him. And it can save you too. It's already saved many millions of people. And it's going to save many more. In Eddie's name, gets vaccinated. Because you too can benefit, just as he did. True to life. So, get vaccinated. Because we can eradicate COVID just like we eradicated polio. In Eddie's name, get vaccinated.